Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. We are looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame right now. And as you can see, yesterday we did come into the $20,800 area we were looking for. Went a little bit under that, but we did get a nice bounce off of that. And now we are trapped in between the low and then the 21. Now, today, if we go sideways, it's not the greatest thing because going sideways will initiate more downside. We need to go up and we need to claim the 21 above the 21,700 to look for upside. Yesterday, I said we were going to bounce the 20,800 and then probably find resistance at 21.3, 21.4. And it looks like that's exactly what we got. And I will see now if we can claim that or not. If we can't claim it and we start closing 4 hours in this area, I think we're going to be at the risk of taking another dip to the downside. Volume is declining, so it is also possible we can pump back up. But until we have 4 hour open and closes above 21,700, I'm not looking for upside continuation. If we do get that 4 hour close above 21,700, I'd be looking for a test right back up to here, 22,500, and seeing if we get rejected or not. If we can't get above the 21.7, I'm looking for us to roll over, test this low again, and then probably even lower. Maybe we get back at the 20,000. Another thing is today is the Fed meeting report at 2 p.m. where they will discuss the new interest rate, increase, decrease, or keep the same situation. A lot of people are expecting 0.75 to 1.0, so we'll see what the Fed does, and accordingly, the market is going to react. So get ready for some crazy volatility today around 2-ish. Uh, so aside from that, let's go to the 4 hour. I'll show you the indicators as well. So on the 4 hour, yeah, as I was saying, I'm looking at some resistance at 21 7. Well, 21 4 what I was looking at, but 21 7 now is the area of resistance to the upside, and claiming that you have the 200 on top of that, which is at 22. So you got a lot of layers of resistance to the top side, and until the 21 is claimed, I'm not looking for higher. It does look like we're about to like test some more downside, but I would be waiting for the markets to open before I make any move. And then today is not the greatest day. Today and tomorrow, it's better you sit on the sideline and let the world digest the interest rate news and let them move around the market the way they want before you do anything. So on the 4 hour, we are looking at the resistance over here, as I was saying, 21.4. If we can claim above it, that'd be great. If we start seeing some resistance around here and start going sideways, it's not the greatest thing. We'll probably go test the low again and then see if we find a bounce here. If we can find a SFP bounce, then we can come in here, take the liquidity, and then just start rising. All right, we can stop at the 21 and then maybe the 200 and decide if we want to go sideways there for a bit, but then it should continue up. So kind of like this consolidation right here. So let's see how that all plays out. I'm going to show you what we are looking for on our indicators. So as you can see, our $25,300 target is basically over. Let's just remove this whole. Oh, that was for the local yesterday. Okay. So on the 4 hour scale, we are kind of in a little bit of a bearish stance. We're putting in a little bit of a dead cat bounce scenario, and then the goal is to get above 21.6. If you can't get above 21.6, we're more than likely just going to roll over and find some support over here where we bounced off of yesterday. Once we start closing 4 hour candles underneath 20,750, I would be cautious to look for the downside. Okay, more than likely over here at like 20,000, and then we can look for lower if we get there. If we lose that $20,000 level, I think the downside will get quicker. We're probably going to try to find a bounce here at the 19.5 to $19,200 area around here. And if we can't get that bounce, it's going to initiate that measured move, this guy, to the downside. So be very, very careful today because that news that the interest rate gives might give us the catalyst to just lose the bottom. Yeah. And then locally, I'll give you my 15-minute chart. As you can see, this two gold horizontal lines is in between. Well, this is the golden pocket, and it's in between the low. So as long as we can hold this level here, this is a good thing for upside continuation. Right now, we just tested into the 200 and we're rejecting off. So we kind of have to hold this level here sideways for more continuation. Starting to close too many 15-minute candles underneath this 21,200 is going to initiate us go lower, and then we're going to hope for this bounce right here at 21,000, which is the midline of the channel as well. Crossing under this level here and the midline is going to be a little bit questionable because I don't know how much support this is going to have left for a bounce. It might break through and then just go to the downside, and I'll look for the bounce around here, around 20,000. So that's what we're looking at on Bitcoin. As long as it goes sideways and up, we're good. If it starts breaking below 21,200, you have to be concerned about the potential further downside. All right? Okay. Now let's go to Ethereum. So Ethereum is doing a little bit better on the daily. It's bouncing off the 21 and it's trapped under the 55. So today it is kind of important that we get above 1470 and close. Otherwise, we're going to probably feel some downside pressure, and this little shoulder situation might play out, especially if we get some nasty news from the Fed today. So be wary of that. We do have resistance to the top side. This 200 gave us a lot of resistance. So if we get above this 1475 level, I'm looking for some resistance around 1620. So let's see how this all plays out today. Any 4-hour closes underneath 1400, I would be looking for downside continuation. Okay, let's look for the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, as we were saying, anything under 1400, we're looking for some downside continuation. You might get your little bit of a bounce over here at 1350-ish, but if you lose that, the next drop down is going to be a little bit mean. You have some naked point of controls here at 1200 and 1100. But more than likely, excuse me, since it's almost the end of the month, we're probably going to test into this 1070 and see if that gives us a bounce. And if you don't get a bounce here and we go under that, well, now we just got a bearish monthly candle. And on weekly, I believe that would be bearish engulfing. Let me double check. Well, weekly wise, we are getting rejected off the 200, and it looks like our relief rally has got our first resistance, and we're putting in our retrace bounce, which can take another week. There's no reason for this week to be the low. Next week can continue down and test these. To be very, very careful. So 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, we are once again finding resistance over here, like I was saying. 1536, and then now we are actually fighting the 21 and 55, and we're under it. But this is not the greatest thing. We kind of need to claim this and go up. If this candle on the 4-hour closes under 1450, it's going to start bringing the 21 EMA down under the 55, and it's going to put this in a bearish stance. This is going to basically be one of those rollover situations where it's like a lower high comes back into here and then just rolls over and comes down. So be careful about this. Doesn't look that great. Here's the indicators. I know that's a lot of stuff right in your face. Open it up a little bit. There you go. So we are under our midline, which is not great. We're testing into it, kind of rejecting off these EMAs as well. So as of right now, we need to see if we're going to get back up, basically. It's kind of in the middle of this descending channel, and it's getting rejected by the 21 and 55. More than likely, it's going to roll over and test down here around like 1400 and see if we can get a support bounce here. And if this can give us support, great. But closing anything under 1386 or let's say 1360 with 4-hour opening closes, you're looking for floor. And we're very close to the breakout channel that once we get back into it, it's not going to be the most bullish situation. We're also rejecting off of this channel. We were trying to get back into this channel so we can look for a move up to this level around 1700, but we are still fighting the bottom of this channel. Once we break back into this channel, I'm going to say, hey, this might be an area of interest. But right now, it looks like we're going to go test the low again, and then maybe even lower. Let me see on this short local time frame what we're doing. Locally, it's not bad. Looks like we're on support. We can test a little bit higher, probably into this $1,500 area before we reject. So yeah, let's give it some time. As soon as you have 15-minute candles above 1480, you can look for a little bit higher of a move. But as soon as you lose 1450 to the downside, you should be careful that you don't get swept quickly down to 1400 and under. So yeah, this would be a stop loss right here. If I was long, I would be collecting profit. And then if I'm short, I would have a stop loss like around here, 1488. And technically, my rule is to take the long off the 21. So I would be taking a long here, and then a stop loss would be right under the 200, which is around 1450. So like a $10 stop loss is what I would have for looking to see if this continues to the upside or if this comes back down and stops me out. That's a pretty tight position if you're long. More than likely this is going to roll over. And yeah, so if you're short, you should have your stop loss like around 1500-ish. Yeah. If you can afford that $50 wiggle room, that'd be great. But if you can't, you want to keep it tight, you could do like 1485. Then let this roll over and take your profit around here at 1430. And then you can put a stop loss over here, 1450, and let the rest run and see if we actually go down to the 1400s or lower. So yeah, that's how I would be looking at this on Ethereum. So yeah, guys, that's it. Be careful today. It's going to be a very, very volatile day. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me. I have the Discord group, which is in the section below. You can reach out, or in the comment section below. No problem. If you could, please press the like button, the bell notification button, and then if you could leave a comment below, that would also be appreciated. So I know that I'm not just talking to myself. And yeah, aside from that, if you have any other assets you would like me to cover, leave it in the section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. The people who are not in positions, I would advise you be calm and wait for 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock today. You will probably get the price to come into your level of entry or shorting, whatever you want to do during that volatile time. Price will probably give you an opportunity to get into the market. And then, yeah, just be patient. Today is all about waiting for your level and being patient and getting ready with your plan. Long, short, whatever you want to do, get ready. It's going to give a lot of volatility, and that is what is the bread and butter of the profitability of a trader is the volatility. So today's going to be a really, really good day for a lot of people, and it's going to be very, very mean for a lot of other people. So retail is probably going to get punished today. So get ready, guys. All right. Well, talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. And I wish you the best, guys. Be safe.